Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
So I landed this amazing gig at a fast-paced tech startup a few months back. Fresh out of school, I was super keen to make a good impression, be seen as a team player, the whole 9 yards. Everyone there was really cool, and they had these awesome catered lunches every Friday, which was a huge perk. Everything was going smoothly until about a month in. It was a Friday, and the caterers had brought in some kind of chicken and veggie medley. I was chatting animatedly with Lily, a graphic designer who was ridiculously charming, about some obscure indie game. I scooped some food onto my plate, and my eyes immediately zeroed in on the brightly colored bell peppers liberally scattered throughout the dish. Now, I'm not allergic to bell peppers or anything. I just really don't like them. They have this weird, bitter taste to me, and the texture is off. I usually pick them out, but I was so engrossed in conversation with Lily that I just blurted out, without really thinking, "Ugh, I can't really do bell peppers." I meant, like, personally, I can't bring myself to eat them. What happened next was a blur of well-meaning horror. Jason, one of the senior developers who was apparently standing right behind me, overheard my comment. He gasped dramatically. "Oh my God, Seth, you have a bell pepper allergy. Why didn't you say anything?" Before I could correct him, or even fully process what he'd said, Lily had already put her hand on my arm, looking genuinely concerned. "Really? How severe is it? We need to tell the caterers." In a flash of absolute panic, with 2 pairs of sympathetic eyes on me and my brain screaming, "Don't be that guy who's just picky about vegetables, especially on your new job," I just weakly nodded and mumbled something like, "Yeah, it's pretty bad." Idiot. Absolute, utter idiot. From that day on, my life became a bizarre dance around the dreaded bell pepper. Every single catered lunch, every team potluck, every office snack run, someone would inevitably ask, "Is this safe for Seth?" Or make sure there are no bell peppers near Seth's dish. I got special, pepper-free plates and snacks. Lily, bless her incredibly kind heart, was particularly diligent. She'd often point out ingredients in new dishes or even bring in pepper-free treats just for me. I felt like such a complete fraud, but the attention, especially from Lily, was intoxicating. I'd started to develop a massive crush on her, and our shared concern over my fictional allergy became a strange bonding point. Then came the inevitable reckoning. Lily, after a few weeks of flirting and late-night DMs, finally asked me out. She suggested a cooking date at her place. My heart soared until she said, "I'm thinking of making fajitas. I've already bought the chicken and onions, and I'll make sure to get some of those tiny, sweet peppers for my portion, of course, because of your situation." My stomach dropped faster than a lead balloon. Fajitas, the dish practically invented to be smothered in bell peppers. I could practically hear the sizzling of my lie being cooked alive. How was I supposed to pretend to be deathly allergic while she was meticulously separating ingredients? And I was trying not to salivate over her delicious-looking, bell pepper-laden portion. I showed up at her apartment, a bouquet of white lilies in hand, irony, I know, feeling like a condemned man walking to the gallows. As she was chopping ingredients, proudly showing off the gorgeous, vibrant bell peppers she'd bought specifically for herself, I knew I couldn't keep this up. The guilt, the absurdity, the sheer cringe of it all was overwhelming. I took a deep breath. "Lily," I started, my voice barely a whisper, "there's something I need to tell you." I then blurted out the entire ridiculous story, from my initial, thoughtless comment, to the panicked nod, to the escalating lie, and the shame I felt every time someone brought me a special meal. She stared at me for a long moment, then slowly a smile spread across her face, followed by a giggle and then full-blown laughter. My stomach knotted. This was it, I'd ruined everything. But then she wiped a tear from her eye and said, "Seth, you are such an idiot, I knew." My jaw dropped. "You knew?" She nodded, still chuckling. "Yeah, I saw your Instagram from last summer. There's a whole highlight reel of you at a food truck festival, happily munching on a chili cheese fry burrito, which clearly had bell peppers in it." My face burned crimson. I'd been so careful, but apparently not careful enough. She said she found it endearing and also hilarious, and was just waiting to see how long I'd keep it going. We ended up ordering pizza, pepperoni, no bell peppers, of course, and having an amazing time, planning to actually try cooking bell peppers together sometime. You know, for exposure therapy. TLDR. I faked a severe bell pepper allergy to avoid eating them at work, then got caught by my crush who found out via my Instagram. But she found it funny, and we still got a second date.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.